the robot.
Yeah. She has decent settings.
So we're not joined by Mari today.
No.
She is not in this room.
And so we can talk about her without her responding.
Which is really fun and exciting.
Stop laughing, though. That's weird. It sounds like it's...
She doesn't... I don't know why she's like, I'm going to be in here, but don't talk to me.
Yep. So we're not going to talk
So we're not going to talk to her.
We're going to talk about her behind her back.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Because she's an alien.
And her touch is foreign. Supernatural. Extraterrestrial. I just quoted Katy Perry. That's pretty sad. Sorry, I'm dumb. Okay, so we were talking about cheese, making cheese.
Yes, we were.
That just died.
No, it's the limiter.
Oh, okay.
Or the noise gate, I should say. So, yeah, I have the noise gate on to help eliminate background noise. So when we stop talking, it eliminates everything. So it goes perfectly quiet. See, watch.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
see that?
Sweet.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I read some things.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
So, yeah. Want to fucking go right into the cheese poll? Fucking why not?
Yeah, right into the cheese poll. Okay. We talked a little about it with Matt. Here, I pulled it up for you.
Cool.
I'm a little prepared today.
You are a little prepared. That's good.
You know?
Okay. So, looks like...
So, can you organize this? Or not?
Nope. So you were not really prepared.
You can do bar chart. Maybe that'll work. No, that doesn't do much.
No, not really. I wish you could just organize it so it's like the top one.
Yeah, fuck it. Anyway.
It looks like 22% of the people liked nutritional yeast and 22% of the people liked Follow Your Heart as their favorites.
And then we had a...
13 for Daya, 13 for Teas, 13 for Tofuti.
And we got 0 for Dr. Cow. And 0 for Parmesano Vegan.
I've never heard of that one.
Veganrella got 0, and it's well deserved. What is that even? Fucking Synergia Soy Foods got 0.
Okay, I've never heard of Synergia. I've never heard of Dr. Cow.
I've heard of Dr. Cow. They make hard cheeses. I haven't heard of Parmesano or Synergia Soy Foods. Definitely heard of Teas, Tofuti, and Daya and Follow Your Heart, but
actually,
we got Rhodes End on there too, and Galaxy Nutritional Foods.
We have other answers.
We have other photo? Oh.
Punk rock cheese.
Okay, somebody, whatever that means. That's awesome.
I prefer punk rock cheese. What the fuck is punk rock cheese?
Sweet. I didn't even see that.
But I gotta say, we were talking a little bit about it with Matt, and we were talking about how I personally think that Daya has the consistency of snot. I've been thinking about that all week. Like, I don't know, it bothered me for some reason. But there's one pizzeria here that it does taste like fucking snot, and it's really gross.
Like,
but
we went to the pie yesterday, and it was fine.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not terrible. And I don't mind Daya at all not melted. Like, I think it's perfectly fine not melted on things.
I think it's fine. I think if you use too much of it, it can get overwhelming. But you just don't use as much as you would with traditional cheese, and you're fine.
Yeah. No, totally. And I personally love the Tofuti cheese. I use it all the time on sandwiches, or just open a slice and eat it.
Yeah, why not?
Because I'm fat.
And I like Teas as well. Teas is a good, like, hard cracker kind of cheese. They make a whole bunch of different varieties.
They make a whole bunch. That's the Chicago soy dairy stuff, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I think they have a nacho cheese one you can melt in the microwave.
Sweet.
So fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I can't ever find it here, so I have to buy it online.
Oh, yeah. Didn't put Nacho Mama cheese on there. That was a new one that they just came out with.
Have I had that one?
I don't think so. I saw it for sale at Good Earth I haven't really heard much about it other than just a new one that's out.
Well, if there was somebody in here from another country, I'd ask them about what cheeses they have. But since we have nobody that could possibly help answer a question like this, let's just jump to conclusions and say
There's no cheese.
no cheeses in other countries.
No, that's too bad.
Did you ever have vegan cheese in Colombia?
No, I found one that said like lactose free, so I bought it because I was excited. But then I read the ingredients and guess what it had?
Casein.
So
Motherfucker.
that's the only one.
That sucks. And that's like, I know that Galaxy Nutritional Foods makes some cheeses with casein in it, but they also make the vegan Parmesan shakers.
Is that them?
Yeah, that's them. That makes it. And then they make the...
I've never been a fan.
The vegan
But I think it's
slices.
because I don't think I would have ever liked Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
It's like very... It's almost sour tasting. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I like it, though. Rhodes End is like, they make like the mac and cheese kind of stuff. You know those boxes of mac and cheese that say Rhodes End at the top?
Yeah.
That's them. So there's... I don't know what else they make, but I know that's something they make, and those are okay. It's like the trees. Have you ever had that back before Daya and Follow Your Heart and stuff like that?
Trees.
Trees.
Trees
It was
mac and
pretty
cheese.
much just nutrition.
It's like a nutritional yeast cheese, yeah.
And I think that's kind of like what Rhodes End is.
But I always prefer the homemade nutritional yeast cheeses. Personally.
Definitely. And they got just.
You didn't get any of the nut cheeses on there.
No, I think Dr. Cow's nut cheeses.
Because City Cakes makes their mac and cheese with cashew cheese. It's homemade cashew cheese.
Yeah, I didn't do that well. But
And really, my nutritional yeast cheese that I make is either sunflower or almond based.
yeah,
So I mean, I guess it's really considered a nut cheese also.
mine is just nutritional yeast.
Because you don't know how to cook.
No, I do. It's just I don't afford almonds.
I don't afford almonds.
I can't afford.
That's why I usually use sunflowers for it. Anyway, sunflower seeds.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
It is really good.
Mhm.
If anyone wants to make it, I can tell you the recipe off my head.
Do it.
2 cups water, a 1/4 cup diced tomatoes, a 1/4 cup raw sunflower or almonds, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic, a squirt of mustard, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Blend it all together, throw it in a pot, and boil it down.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It is pretty good. And I could be wrong on that, so if you try it and it sucks, sorry.
So we've made our own tofu before, but we've never tried making our own cheese.
I love making tofu.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's not even that laborious at all.
It's more just time consuming, but not on like you just have to wait a long time because it's like you soak your soybeans.
Yes, you soak them 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah.
And then you make your soy milk. And then you strain your soy milk and you curd it, and then you press it, which you have to wait longer when you're. It's really the in between isn't too bad at all.
Yeah. It's very messy. Yeah.
It can be. Yeah.
You have to use a lot of pots. It seems.
We I just think my parents actually bought a turkey deep fryer just so I could use it to make tofu with. Because it's a big enough pot, because those pots are really expensive.
Yeah.
It was on sale for like $30. So we got it for you, so now you can make bigger batches of tofu.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
Pretty
you're
fucking
When
awesome.
are we gonna make some?
Whenever you want.
Who was that?
We just gotta know so we can soak the beans. They soak for 8 to 10 hours. That's it.
You have any beans?
I do. I always have soybeans.
Yeah. What do you use them for? Just
Tofu?
Just to make tofu?
Well, I keep raw soy, pinto black, garbanzo always on hand, and then I have my mill just in case there's a zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can always make flours and things.
Definitely.
Yeah, gotta be prepared. It's the Mormon in me.
It is. I just go to my parents' house because they have a food pantry.
Well, mine's all vegan.
Yeah.
That's why I keep usually about 50 pounds of rice on hand and like.
The Mormons got it down when it comes to zombie apocalypse.
They really do. I mean, they got it down from like the food stores to the weapons to how their community's organized. They're already in that dictatorial like mindset where they already have a ruler picked out, the bishop.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll come in and take all of their goods and property and then
And the
disperse them for the
profit
good.
is above him.
But yeah, you know, so they got that shit down.
Yeah.
You know, if it just wasn't for the whole God and hate women and hate gays and
they don't hate gays, Jeremy. Didn't you see the new thing they put out?
no, I didn't.
They you have to be loving and accepting of gays.
They just hate the action.
Yeah,
I know they came out with things saying
turn it off like a light switch.
Yeah, turn it off.
Totes.
I still want to go and see that live. I've listened to the soundtrack. If you don't know what we're talking about Book of Mormon the musical. It's really fucking funny. Have you listened to any of the soundtracks to Book of Mormon the musical?
Mm-mm.
We should play some, but I don't know. We can.
It wouldn't. We could hear it, but they couldn't hear it.
Okay, it's fine then.
Yeah. I don't know if you would get most of the references. So like just listening to the soundtrack wouldn't be as good as like actually going to see the play to get the whole essence of it, where they walk you through it.
Do you think that they would come through Utah? I think they would do okay for a weekend here.
I think they would do fantastic.
I think all the non-Mormons would go and see it, but
I think a lot of Mormons would.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know my parents said they would.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just put No Man Knows My History on my parents' bookshelf just to fuck with them.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the biography of Joseph Smith. It was written in like 1960, maybe.
So an unauthorized biography.
But and this person went on to write about Thomas Jefferson and win awards and stuff like that. But this was like one of their first that they did, and my mom's like, "Why would I read that? That's just full of lies." I'm like, "They won awards for other biographies."
What lies is she saying is in there?
I don't know. She hasn't even read it, so she can't say. And so they were flipping out about that. It's pretty funny.
What's the name of it?
No Man Knows My History.
No one knows my history.
No man knows my history.
No man knows my history.
Yeah.
Let's look it up and see what it has to say.
Just read the description off.
Man, there's a PDF of it.
I know, it's on there. So it totally looks like a legitimate.
I've seen the book before.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was a previous Mormon.
Mm-hmm.
Mormon reactions. Although No Man Knows My History questioned many common Mormon beliefs and portrayal of Joseph Smith, the work was not immediately condemned by the Mormon institutions, even as the book went into second printing in 1946. The improvement, blah, blah, blah. This is awesome, interesting radio. The LDS Church formally excommunicated Brody for apostasy, citing the publication of her views contrary to the beliefs, doctrines, and teachings of the church.
Huh. So she wrote it in the 40s, I think.
Well, yeah, it would have to be in the 40s. When 1945. Okay.
And it was revised in 71.
71, yeah.
So, yeah, I have a copy of that. I need to read through it. But
I should give that to my parents.
You should. It looks like they didn't immediately condemn it, but then they're like, "Oh shit!" And they excommunicate her for apostasy. That's crazy.
I would love to be excommunicated for apostasy.
What does that mean?
Teaching false doctrine.
Oh.
So she was still Mormon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you and I are both technically still Mormon.
Yeah, that's true.
So I want to be excommunicated now.
There's easier ways to do it than apostasy.
I mean, full on excommunicated, not just be like, we forgive you. Because most shit, they're just like, you're just, that fallen away soul and you'll come back. But I want to be like, stay the fuck out. And that's like...
Like, when I first left the church, I was like really hesitant about being excommunicated because I was so fucking brainwashed that in the back of my mind I was like, well, what if they're right?
What if they are?
Then we're fucked.
No, because if they are right, they don't believe in hell. Fucking awesome, right? So if they're right, cool.
They don't believe in hell.
No, they don't believe in hell.
There's outer darkness, but that's like rejecting Jesus to his face.
It's not just rejecting; it's rejecting and openly trying to defeat. So it's basically saying, "Hi, Jesus, I know you're the real Son of God. It's absolutely truthful, and I'm gonna defeat you and kill you."
So not a lot of people are.
Yeah, no.
So Hitler would be down there.
No, Hitler gets a degree of glory in Mormons' eyes. Yeah. I don't think they like to acknowledge that, but
no, he was also forgiven for his sins. He was baptized for the dead.
That's awesome.
Did you hear about that? Right?
Yeah.
That's a touchy subject.
It's funny.
It's so funny.
But yeah. So they don't believe in hell.
No.
They only believe in glory. Mm-hmm. And they also believe that once you're dead, you can then accept God. So you can the entire time be on this earth and be like, fuck God. You die and be like, oh, there's God. Sorry. And they're like, cool, now you're in with
nice
us.
Of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if they're right, thumbs up.
Yeah.
And if we're right, no one knows. We're dead.
Yeah.
So, speaking of being dead, I was so excited about this. I found, finally there's a place in Utah that does green burials.
Oh, really?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, they bury you in a wicker or bamboo casket that has no metal, completely biodegradable.
Sweet.
They don't embalm the body.
Sweet.
There's no graves, like no markers. You can buy a unique stone that they put in the area, but it's not like right where your body is.
What about like
it's more like just an open
like
park. And their services, they didn't mention anything about like planting a tree or anything. It's in this big, huge open field that's just all green burials. And it's like a park. You can go there and be like, this is where great grandpa is buried and he's decomposed and now he's in that worm. What was that?
Somewhere in here.
Yeah, somewhere. I think it's totally awesome because I've always hated cemeteries. They just waste so much fucking space and so much resources and like, why put somebody in the ground encased in cement inside of a airtight casket and to have them embalmed? Makes no fucking sense. And then on top of that, put a huge placard where that person is so that land is now useless. Forever gone.
Yep. In certain areas, they can't do that, and that's why they've,
Not really forever.
Well,
kind of.
I don't know.
For centuries at least. I used to live with
I read a news that in China they moved a cemetery somewhere else to build.
Well, they've done things like that, but look at how much land resources it takes to hold cemeteries and places that have an overrun of people. They don't utilize cemeteries that way. It's more towards cremation and things. But even cremation is not green when you consider all the carbon that is released in burning a body.
There's certain areas that are above sea level, but they have to actually build the cemeteries up instead of under.
Going down, yeah.
Because otherwise the dead bodies will flood the streets whenever the sea rises.
No, I seriously, when I found out about this,
it's like, why not just do something else with those bodies?
No, seriously, I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, there's a green burial place in Utah. And she's like, really? She's like, can I get buried in my backyard now? I'm like, no, but you can get buried here. And she's like, is it cheaper? I'm like, it's like $10,000 cheaper.
Sweet.
Yeah, total cost if you go all out is about $10,000 for the entire. That's everything. That's funeral services, the casket, getting the preparation of the body, the digging of the hole, the death certificate. I mean, everything, right?
It's just so expensive.
Yeah,
you just bury yourself.
Death is expensive.
But what if you don't even want a casket or?
Well, you don't really have to worry about it. You're gonna be dead, so no worry about money on your end.
It goes by health regulations, health code regulations. They require things. They require a container, basically. So I think the casket they have is like $800, wicker bamboo casket. Probably looks nice, for the services, but nothing like, I think my grandpa's casket was a little over $5,000 just for the casket.
Did you ever see 6 Feet Under, where he buries her under a tree?
I only watched the first 2 seasons of 6 Feet Under.
That ever since seeing that, I'm like, I want to be buried under a tree. Fuck it.
Dude, the pictures of this place look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was really funny. I was reading about it, and they're like, "We do apologize, but according to Utah state law, if we can't perform the services within 24 hours after the death, we do have to refrigerate the body because they don't embalm.
Yeah.
So they just
So they refrigerate the body and
and they're apologizing for having to refrigerate the body. Like, if this is against what your beliefs, it's
try to. Wow.
yeah. I totally gonna do that. So
Yeah,
like, if
totally
me and Callie die, that's what we want.
That's what I've always wanted.
Yeah. And I know my mom wants that now, so I'm gonna fucking fight for it. I think it's awesome, personally. Green burials.
It is.
I would love it though. I've heard of places where they actually put like seeds, like for trees and other things, in there with you,
Sweet.
or they bury it shallow enough where a tree can grow on top of you.
I would like seeds in there with me.
Yeah, but I don't think they
Fucking
can break
awesome.
through 6 feet.
So
Do you think they really dig 6 feet?
I don't know.
I don't know. What are you looking up?
That.
Oh, green burials? On Wikipedia?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, look it up. There's a Green Burial Council, and that's how I found it.
Whoa, look! That's where Joseph Smith was.
The Natural Burial Gravesite.
Dum, 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 dum.
Embalming, coffins. They just talk about the brief little bit about it.
United States.
It was a green burial. Hold on. I always forget there's
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
I just use Chrome and then I can type
Ring.
Now I'm green. There's the Green Burial Council. That's where I found the one in Utah. So I went into here. It says find a provider. And then I went to Utah.
it. That's where I live.
And look, Lakeview Cemetery.
Hybrid burial.
They have traditional there also.
Okay.
So if you go into here, you can go into Green Burial. This is kind of morbid.
Morbid?
Yeah.
So wait, when everything decomposes, do they reuse the place?
I don't know. I wish they would. That'd be fucking awesome.
I wouldn't see.
But
I
look-
would, if I had a place like that, I would separate areas by years so that you know when you go back to the first area.
It looks like it's just like a grove of trees.
Yeah. Green burial.
Green
options.
Burial. Yeah. It looks pretty fucking cool.
Sweet. I'll
See,
feed
and then
a
you have
tree.
like the Green Burial pricing, which I got all the pricing from.
And you know that concept's awesome, and maybe I'm just kind of like a dick, but I would like to just be put in an area where like there's a tree that you could go to that tree and be like, that tree
What if
consumed me.
That tree consumed me.
What? What if you buried me and planted a tree?
Mhm.
You'd be breaking laws.
Yeah, okay, so how do they handle burial in Colombia?
I don't know.
Like, I'm in my 20s, so I don't think about this shit.
Well, you know, I don't like. You have to get all these things like death certificates, and you have to follow guidelines for burials.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, like health code regulations and how they
I
handle
don't
the
think
body.
I don't know if you could bury yourself in your back.
No, you can't.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
like, or you can't go to a random.
I'm pretty sure Colombia is very similar
Yeah,
health
I
code
think
regulations.
yes.
And it's not like they're a backwaters country or something.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not in India.
What do they do in India?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just wanted to say that.
I don't know. It's in a country, I think in Asia, they every year, like they embalm the bodies in a special way. So every year they take them out and dress them and like hang out with them.
You saying like everywhere in Asia does this?
No. Some place in Asia, I don't know where it is.
I'd be down to hang out with some dead bodies.
Like, they dress up dead bodies.
Yeah.
Asia dress up dead bodies. Russian gravedigger dresses up 29
No,
bodies.
it's a tradition.
Dead Brazilian boy wakes up at his own funeral. What the fuck?
Ask for water before lying back down lifeless? What the
A 2-year-old boy sat up in his coffin and asked for water before laying back down lifeless again, according to a Brazilian news website. In a case that seemed almost too incredible to be true, ORM claimed that Kelvin Santos stopped breathing during treatment for pneumonia at the hospital. He was declared dead. The child's devastated family took him home, where grieving relatives held awake throughout the night, and the boy's body laid in an open coffin. But an hour before his funeral was due to take place on Saturday, the boy apparently sat up in the coffin and said, "Daddy, can I have some water?"
Oh, that's so creepy.
Everybody started to scream. We couldn't believe our eyes. Then we thought a miracle had taken place and our boy had come back to life. Then he just laid back down the way he was. We couldn't wake him. He was dead again. I would revise that and say, he died. Not that he's dead again. They only delayed the funeral for an hour? The boy's
They assured me that he was really dead and gave no explanation why what we'd just seen and heard.
Oh my god.
Dude, that would be creepy.
That's scary.
You're laughing.
God, I just fucking hell. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, especially because it's your child.
Oh my god.
It's like he's alive.
That's. Can I have some water? Like, holy fuck.
And then you'd be. I bet for the rest of your life, you're like, should we have kept him at the hospital? You know?
Mummy's dug up for a change of wardrobe. Oh, that is disturbing. This is Indonesia. Family members of the deceased exhuming their ancestors' bodies and change their clothes as a way of remembering them. Then they walk the dead around the village almost like zombies.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
That is an awesome fucking shirt and tie, though.
That guy's just chilling.
Hold on. I'm going to put that on Instagram.
This picture?
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool picture. It's just hanging out.
Where the fuck is my Instagram at? Look, so I changed the background of my phone now. You have the Maxwell Castle. So my lock screen is now...
Oh, wow. You're just feeling your roots.
Like, I know. I'm totally...
You should join your clan and...
and what?
You need to explain this for people.
Yeah, you need to talk about your clan. Your Maxwell clan.
My family's in the Maxwell clan.
And
what?
You flashed your genitals at people.
Yeah, we've flashed our genitals at people. Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah.
You say that like it's a negative.
It is a negative.
Like you didn't dream about my penis the other night.
I did dream about your penis the other night. No, I didn't. I dreamed about my penis the other night.
But it still had... Ooh. It still had me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just in your mouth.
It's sad but true.
Wow, that lady's pretty. Yeah, this is quality podcast material. Yeah,
we're writing... the caption I'm writing is, I want this shirt and tie.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
There he is. So, let's make fucking tofu.
So the next poll needs to be
Or two
about
fetus.
dead stuff.
Dead stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's make a poll about dead stuff.
Like what?
I don't know, but how do you prefer to be buried?
How would you prefer?
Yeah, cremated.
Green burial.
Green burial, fed to animals. But let's find like ways that are you can actually fucking do.
Can you be fed to animals?
I don't know.
Be fucking sweet.
I bet some country you can.
Sweet?
Yeah, why not?
I'll be fed to animals.
I know they did in Tibet, I thought.
Maybe someone wants their family to do that.
Can you hack like chunks of meat away from me and bury that and then keep the skeleton for science?
Yeah. You know, would you want your body plasticized for that body exhibit?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Me and Kelly were talking about that. I don't know why we're talking about this. She's like, I totally don't mind. I'm like, I don't want people looking at my insides all the time. I'd just be self-conscious as I'm dead.
And then pointing fingers at you.
Like,
look at his small penis! That'd be just the worst.
That would be my stipulation. Like, if my body is going to be in part of the body museum, enlarge my penis. No, enlarge it. Remove. No, make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
Make it bigger.
Find me a better cadaver. Just why don't we just use his penis? Cause eco cemetery.
Yeah. Are you looking at pictures of green cemeteries?
Are you
No,
ready
it's
for
just
grain?
Oh, those are cool caskets.
No, they're not bad. That's a wood casket. That would decompose too.
Yeah, these are like the wicker.
Why don't they do burlap caskets? That'd be fun.
That's cool. Look at that one. It shows that they don't do them quite as deep too. How I can't
Sweet.
read that. 3.5 feet deep.
Cool.
You can say it bigger.
So,
Anyway, keep talking.
have you talked to Mari's father yet, sir?
He's out of town right now.
So, have you been practicing?
You know.
Practice right now. Pretend let's role play, okay? Your dad's name is Omar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Imagine that I'm speaking Spanish to you, and you can only speak Spanish back to me. Cool? Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
You're calling me. I'm
Okay.
on my computer.
You're silly.
I'm calling
What's your
you.
mom's name?
Maria.
Maria? Maria, answer the phone!
No, we're done. This is bad role playing.
Okay, start over.
I'm not gonna be ringing again.
Hello, this is Omar.
Perdón, es Maria there.
Just kidding.
Oh gosh.
No.
See?
I'm just kidding.
You want to talk to the mom? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I can't do it.
What's so nervous about talking to him?
I don't know Spanish very well.
Okay. So what's nervous about? What makes you nervous about that?
He speaks Spanish.
But you speak it. What you speak it like on a kindergarten for a second. What level would you
think
say?
I fucking speak kindergarten level? Like I understand a lot of shit, but
A kindergarten would understand a lot.
yeah, but I don't speak very well.
What level would you rate him? First grade, kindergarten, lower?
I don't know.
Be honest.
I don't know. He just needs to practice like pronunciation of some words, but then I think he's good. I mean,
So he's
he
probably
understands a lot of it.
so he probably early elementary,
I don't
right?
know.
Or more.
But I can't have a basic conversation with somebody. That's the problem, where an elementary student could.
What?
Like, I am
But
so out of practice that...
Do you think you would know it enough to get your point across and have him be able to
Yeah, if
Yeah.
have him be able to cry
Yeah.
and say that's my baby girl?
Yeah, and say, how dare you? And hang up on me? Yeah.
Do you think he would do that?
No, he wouldn't.
No. He'd probably appreciate the effort.
Exactly. I mean, that's huge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's role play.
Okay.
If I knew Spanish, it would actually work. I don't
Yeah.
know Spanish at all.
Exactly, and that's the problem I'm having.
Okay, role play. Mari, you be your dad.
No.
No, I don't like this idea.
What are you struggling with in your pronunciation? With what you want to say to him?
Everything.
Mm-mm.
No, I
No,
just...
I mean, he's read it to me,
Uh-huh.
and I think it's totally understandable. Like, you can understand everything he says.
Did it make you giggle? I understand what you're saying, but it's so cute. That kind of thing.
I don't know.
I was waiting.
Kinda.
Kinda.
I say some beautiful things.
Like what? Give me a verse of what you're planning on saying.
In English or
In
Spanish?
Spanish.
Perdón por mi mal español.
Is that
See, I mispronounced mal.
is that pardon my poor Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's good to mispronounce in that sentence. You're saying, I'm mispronouncing, sorry.
Yeah.
You're putting it out there up front.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not very moving. Give me a moving sentence that you guys are saying.
I don't remember.
Come on, you have to have something moving in there.
Yeah, I can't
like,
remember.
She's the light of my soul or something like that.
Nah, it's not me.
What's you? Come on, give me a line. Give me a line in English that you're trying to say. Pretend she's not here.
I know I'm young, but I don't want to spend my life with anyone else.
Okay.
I stole that from you.
Okay, so how would you say that in Spanish?
I know I'm young.
No, seriously, say it in Spanish right now.
I don't know.
He doesn't remember.
Don't remember.
Okay, I got this one in Spanish. I know I'm a youngo.
Soy young. Oh.
So young. That is so bad.
You're silly.
See,
You're getting nervous talking about this.
No, I just don't know Spanish very well. Spanish is shit.
So break it down.
Well, no, like, when I was...
So don't try to say so much. Try to...
No, I just don't know Spanish anymore. Like, I've forgotten Spanish. Like, literally.
You have a native speaker.
Okay.
She could...
He wrote it, and
tomorrow,
I translated
only talk Spanish to him.
No.
He'll get it like that if you do that. You know it.
When I was in Peru, I was thinking in Spanish, but now I can't.
Because you're not around it all the time.
And that was 2006.
And when you were in Peru, you brought me back this lovely penis.
That you've been playing with every day.
You should Instagram a picture of that.
Now.
I did have a penis in my mouth.
Yep. They were awesome. I brought a whole bunch of those souvenirs back. They're keychains, and they're like genitals on keychains. And
yeah, this is a nice ball and shaft.
Yeah.
and it's an uncircumcised penis, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
for sure.
awesome.
And then I brought back some Incas doing the deeds.
What positions were the Incas doing?
You got like your spread eagle, 69, doggy.
So did the Incas have like a sex manual, kind of like the Icon Sutra?
No, they just like to fuck.
They just like to fuck.
No, I don't know.
You didn't pay attention.
They had, but the thing is
He's like penises.
There was like, they didn't, like it was man on man, girl on girl. They didn't give a fuck. They just like to fuck.
Isn't that how it should be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until the fucking Spaniards came in and are like, no.
You can't fuck anymore.
You can't fuck each other.
You have to fuck us now.
Get the fuck us now.
And I'm gonna make you become a Christian before slaughtering you. And that's what
and raping you.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know if they raped the Inca king, but
Probably.
I'm pretty certain they raped.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but not the Inca king.
Maybe not the king.
No, they probably did rape the Inca king.
but
like, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, you have these foreign people come in and pretty much just slaughter you, and then they're like, you're gonna convert to Christianity, and maybe he was thinking that if he converted, then they would save him or something like that, like save his life, but that's not how they do it. They convert you to Christianity, then they kill you. So you can have a Christian burial.
This makes me wonder, how is the people, like the Spanish coming to the New World, viewed like in South America, or specifically like where you were raised? I know you can't talk for the whole continent, but like here it's like this weird mix of at least the people I know, it's like an acknowledgement of the white settlers coming in, an acknowledgement of the horrors they committed, but it's very few like heroification anymore. How is it there?
Yeah, it's like that too, I think. Like, everyone knows it happened, but it's not like...
They don't like revere the settlers anymore? Because, I mean, they used to, and I know some people still do, but I mean, it's at least here, even in schools here, they don't even try to say Christopher Columbus was the first. They don't try to be
They
like...
don't say that anymore? They did when I was in school.
Yeah, they don't anymore. They've taken... It's just clearly not true.
And all the kids are now reading of people's history?
I don't think all the kids are. My daughter will. But I mean...
I was surprised how many people were reading it in prison.
They actually teach, like, the truth about things like Thanksgiving now. And they talk about...
Really?
Yeah, they don't talk about it is in a... It's not like... They don't go into gritty detail for the little kids, but it's not like this blatant heroification anymore. Where it's just like... And they lived happily ever after. It's like, these Puritans were dicks, and this is kind of...
Yeah, well, that's good.
For sure. And I can't speak for everywhere. I just know very localized. That's what it is. So, yeah.
Do they talk? Well, okay. Here's something. Women's.
What about indigenous rights? Sorry. How was that? Like?
Well, they are like not a part of the community in general.
The indigenous people.
They're usually, you don't see them often, at least in my city, but they do have like leaders that are very like radical and against a lot of the government stuff, and they get in a lot of like fights.
I've heard that there's a lot of racism with indigenous people.
Yeah, there is, and like the government sometimes is like, we need this land, and they live there, so there's a lot of problems with that because they're like, we're not leaving, and so there's fights with the indigenous people and the government.
What's what kind of racism? Like when you say there's racism, is it just like a blanket racism, like they completely look down, like they feel they just
they
are
feel like
stupid,
they're
lazy, or the normal things people say?
Yeah, I mean, in my city, for example, there's all kinds of like races. Like you see the indigenous people, black people, white, and like mixed race. But usually people look down on like black people or so they're just like, I don't know, like they're poor or they're not, like you don't see high class black people usually. So I don't know, it's just not like super racist, like, oh, we hate black people, but they're not like accepted.
It's not, yeah,
it's higher than now kind
would
of
be.
Yeah. You're saying women, sorry.
Yeah, I was talking about how do they teach like the like Helen Keller shit and stuff like that? Do they still?
I don't know. It isn't old enough to have really gone through all that.
Didn't you say something about somebody talking about like was it Emma Goldman maybe, and they didn't know that she was
I had an employee who just barely graduated University of Montana. Maybe that's why, but and she was just going on and on about her feminist theory classes and all the different things that that she had taken, women's studies classes, and she was talking about how she absolutely loved Emma Goldman, blah blah blah, and so I'm talking to her, I'm an anarchist. I've read quite a bit of Emma Goldman. I have a lot of respect for her. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of her writings, but that's a whole nother thing. And so we're talking, and I'm like, she was deported, and blah blah. She's like, she was deported, and I'm like, and that's the first like red flag. Like, you're saying you love this woman, but you don't know she was deported. Okay, well, I'm like, she was an influential anarchist, blah blah. She spoke out against, she was in favor of the bombings that were happening at the time, and she's like, there were bombings. Then you have to go like into.
Did she know that she was an anarchist?
No, and then she's like, there's bombings. She was in favor of that, and I'm like, well, she's an anarchist. Like she was, and she's like, she's an anarchist. I'm like, how do you not fucking teach this? Like,
yeah,
yes.
And just even if she says she likes someone. Like, if you just go to the Wikipedia page and
look up Emma Goldman,
you know that.
Yeah, but the problem is, in the schools, they were cherry picking like the writings. They're cherry picking her fight for women's suffrage. They're cherry picking these causes that they do, instead of actually talking about the complex reality of what human existence actually is. Like, every person has good and bad, and that's okay.
Just read the first line. Emma Goldman was an anarchist.
Known for her political activism.
That's all it took.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Now, and I will say this, to give Emma Goldman a little bit of credit, we always talked about... Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. But most of the pictures you see of Emma Goldman, she's elderly. She looks just beaten down as a...
She looks like a
person.
School teacher.
She just looked like she's been through fucking everything.
She probably had been.
And then purposely trying to find pictures, we found some younger pictures of her, and she's like this spry little, I'm gonna fucking take over the world kind of. It's like totally different looking. It's really interesting.
This one from 1911, she looks like a school teacher, like a librarian almost. I don't know.
She really does.
I see school teacher there.
I totally see school teacher there. I mean, look at that picture, one. Like in 1886.
She totally looks like
so different.
Yeah, it's so different.
She looks like she's jovial, like she's ready to. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like,
and then
I'm powerful,
Then later in life, she's like, man, I've been.
I mean, look at this one in 1919.
She's like, I
Whoa,
hate
hold
everything.
on. Go. What did that say?
That's Eleanor Berkman.
Decades-long relationship. See, I don't know that much about her. I thought she was totally like anti-relationships.
She was anti-marriage, not anti-relationship.
Like anti-men to the point of fuck relationships. I don't know. With men, I should say. But that shows my ignorance.
Oh, this is awesome radio.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you really want one of the best descriptions I've ever had, talks a little bit about Goldman a lot about the early anarchist movement in the United States in a primer sort of way, in a condensed sort of way, was Hardcore History with Dan Carlin. He has an episode that's dedicated, I think it's 2.5 hours long. It's really fucking good. Like, how he goes into it, how he talks about the Haymarket, he talks about, he talks about all the different bombings, he talks about why, and...
Can you name the Haymarket martyrs?
Hold on, let me think about this real quick.
Yeah, just think. I mean, I totally can too.
I'm thinking... Hold on.
You can't do it there, though.
No, I can't do it there. Let me think really hard.
Location of your browser. I mean, brain. Not even getting it. Haymarket Affair.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
You got... Unreadable.
There was what was his name? Bill Seeliger?
William.
And he was the dick snitch, right?
What?
Yeah. See, who turned state's evidence and testified for the prosecution. He was not charged.
Oh, William. It really was.
Fucking Bill.
Who's the guy with the beard?
I don't know. I can't read the name.
I got mad respect for... Oh, him and him. Mad respect for their beards.
Click the picture.
God, no.
Can't tell.
I love this guy's mustache.
They all got mustaches. They're pretty sweet. They're all a bunch of hipsters. I'm talking about dead martyrs. Dick. Fucking...
It just reminded me of that Portland song. In the 1890s.
Who's that? Michael Schwab?
Schwab, yeah.
I like his beard.
They're very dapper young men.
Yeah, they are. Poor guys. Fuck. So, if we were to do giveaways,
Yeah.
what kind of things would people like?
Free things.
Well, yeah, free things are always nice.
Giveaways are always free things.
But I was thinking, would people be interested in zines? Would people be interested in books? Would be in something better?
Or homemade Jordan porn.
I could do homemade Jordan porn. I could also do homemade bath fizzies.
To get with your homemade porn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. You want to relax.
You want to relax
while you're looking at
get in the bathtub and
for sure.
Look at pictures of Jordan making the fizzies naked.
I could try. I mean, it'd make them in my kitchen, but yeah, for sure.
There's a blog that I ran across the other day. It's all the vegan cooking blog.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the naked vegan cooking blog. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'll open that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always a chance to see naked vegans cooking. And it was all like 67-year-old people.
Yes.
Like holding parties all naked. But it was all vegan.
There was a while like kids from our community, in quotes, would they did like this little nude photo shoot webpage. Did you see that ever? It was kind of funny, but
I'm not familiar with what you're talking about.
But then we got things like, but it's spread into things like furry girl.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she was one of the sponsors of it. Like, kind of pushed it.
Of the other things?
Yeah.
She might have. I don't know. But isn't it like there was vegan porn and then there was two different websites. One of them was like a food porn, like just all about vegan stuff, and the other one was actual porn of vegans.
Yeah. Well, we used to always want to do that. Like when we did vegan erotica.
Yeah.
Because I was involved with that back in the day. Vegan
Explain
bondage
what
gear.
that is.
Veganerotica.com was vegan bondage gear and vegan condoms because it's really hard to find that stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a lot to do with it, but I had a little bit to do with it.
When you say that you were involved in vegan erotica, it sounds a little bit better than what you just said.
It really wasn't exciting, and
were you a porn star?
Never. No.
Bummer.
I have performance anxiety. Seriously, I couldn't be a porn star.
I couldn't.
Because it wouldn't be about finishing too soon. It would be never being able to finish.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just really tired now. I just need to lay down.
Keep going.
Take seriously.
Like I'm so out of shape I cannot do this any longer. I'm worn out.
I'd be always worried about like how's my fat rolls looking? Like
I don't know how Hedgehog Ron Jeremy did it. He's probably out of shape. Porn. I had a good conversation one time about, it was like a bunch of radicals going back and forth about whether or not porn was good. Like, whether or not it's exploitive. And one of the radicals was gay, so they're like, well, what about gay porn? How is that exploitive? And no one's like, I don't know.
Well, of course, but I think porn can be both. It can be exploitive, and it also doesn't have to be. It's not inherent to either one. I think it's like any other art form.
Yeah. They were going off of something like, what were they saying about most of the people that are in the industry come from a background of exploitation, and so they fall into that same pattern. And I don't know how true that is or anything else. That was an interesting conversation. I kind of just stayed out of it.
Silence.
Yeah.
No, I totally see where it can. You know, one of the
I
things
saw both sides pretty well.
You know, one of the things that I've always held the opinion on is stripping in general, regardless of who's doing the stripping, is still exploitive of women mostly. It doesn't have to be. It's not inherently. I'm not saying that, but unfortunately, you know, so you have women strippers who are being objectified by the men.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when there's male strippers, the male strippers are still objectifying the women.
How so?
Have you ever seen what happens?
Oh, what do they do? Like put their dicks?
Yeah, like it's crazy.
I've seen, like, I haven't seen anything, but I heard that it can get crazy past the point of stripping.
Oh yeah, I've heard it's pretty common.
Male strippers.
I've heard it's pretty common for male strippers to receive oral sex.
Yeah, that's it.
Lots of other, like, you know, where that's still objectifying the women. That's still saying, you woman here are here to please me, man. Yeah. Not that a woman can't enjoy that. I'm not saying that. But I've always held the idea that those can come from a place of objectifying women in both. It's weird to think about that a male stripping is still objectifying, or still can be objectifying a woman.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to stop male stripping.
So take that into porn. How is it different than objectifying?
It can be. I totally agree. I think it can be objectifying, but I don't think it's inherently objectifying.
I think like a lot of porn is super objectifying. You can just tell by the artwork.
But then you have to ask your question: is it objectifying if that's what the person wants?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have somebody and they have a very safe relationship and they're like, you know, they have that bond. They're like, "This is my safe word," blah blah blah, and they set this up.
Yeah.
Is it objectifying at that point, or is that just fantasizing at that point? And is there anything wrong with that? I don't have an answer. I don't know.
I think like titles that are like breaking them in. That sounds pretty objectifying.
I'm just not here to judge what two adults do.
No, yeah.
Consenting adults do.
Consenting adults.
Or 3 or 4. I'm not here to judge what consenting adults do, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
You know. But is it inherently? I don't think it's inherent that it's objectifying, but I do believe that's the thrill, is that you're pushing those boundaries to some people. I think that's what some people find thrilling.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm more of a vanilla type of guy.
Are we talking about ice cream?
Yes. Yes, we are talking about ice cream.
I like...
Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I kind of was weird that you just threw that out after all of that. I mean, we talked about all the different kinds of ice cream. And,
all the toppings and
you're just like, I like vanilla.
I like vanilla.
Why didn't you say that before? Because we've been talking about chocolate all this time. Fuck.
Yeah,
I like a twirl between
I like cookie dough.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Do you know what ice cream I wish they'd make vegan is that rainbow fucking bubblegum shit?
Rainbow bubblegum?
Have you ever seen, like, you're walking through... When I ate dairy, however many years ago, it was like those big, huge
the gallon tubs.
Yeah, those gallon tubs. Remember that shit? And there was like the.
You're talking about the Napoleon?
No,
it's
like not
chocolate.
Napoleon.
Okay,
it's rainbow. Like fuck, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Just
rainbow bubblegum.
Let me fucking pull it up.
Let me fucking pull this up. I'm gonna show you this goddamn bubblegum ice cream.
Why does this look different?
Because this is Safari. We were using Firefox before.
Oh,
you can type in Safari here. That's why I always do it.
Oh, okay. You can. You can't type on my Safari.
Well, you don't have a Mac, motherfucker.
I can type on my Google.
Actually, you can set it up either way.
I can do Google Chrome to do it, but
Rainbow bubblegum.
Ice cream. Maybe it's just rainbow ice cream, but still. It's not going to be vegan ice cream.
There's a recipe.
Get the fuck out. Look it up on images. So you can see. No, that's not it. None of that. Just do rainbow without bubblegum. Rainbow bubblegum.
Without vegan, you mean?
Just do rainbow.
No bubblegum.
No rainbow ice cream.
That shit. It's delicious.
Dude, that looks toxic.
It's right there.
Seriously, that looks toxic.
You can make it.
But I love that cake. Look at that cake.
Yeah,
That rainbow
awesome.
cake. I want that.
I know how to make those.
Well, yeah, you just
You have to do each layer.
You do each layer. That's a shit ton of food coloring in each layer, though. If you guys want to see what we're looking at, Google rainbow ice cream in image search and look at the fucking rainbow cake.
Cookie. That looks so good. I want fucking.
It looks very.
It reminds me of.
movie-ish.
It reminds me
Callie
of
makes
being
those.
7. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, they're super easy to make.
Yeah, Callie makes them. She makes vegan rainbow cupcakes all the time.
You just have to make different, like a couple bowls of different batter, and then you
I
pour
know.
them on top of each other.
It just takes a ton of food coloring.
I was gonna go and see something right here.
The official site of original rainbow cone. What is a
No,
rainbow
we want-
cone?
Rainbow
That.
vegan ice cream. God damn it.
God damn it.
Can you type in vegan? Because bubblegum ice cream is good too. You can just throw bubblegum. Yeah, they don't have it. Of course they don't. It has too many chemicals in it. Fucking vegan salted.
Hold on, what flavor is it? Is it just bubblegum flavor?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know what flavor it is. It's been so long. I just remember
Okay.
eating it.
Let's look at it. What flavor is rainbow ice cream? This is the fucking internet. Has to have everything.
What does cheese smell like? There we go.
It was actually asked on Yahoo
Yeah,
in
right.
2009. And it's not coming up.
Hurry. There we go.
Okay. It depends on where you go, but generally it's pineapple, raspberry, or cherry, lemon, and or lime.
That doesn't help.
Chemicals.
All modern flavors are artificial. That's why they are called flavors. That doesn't help. Rainbow flavored, duh.
It's rainbow.
At Baskin Robbins, it's raspberry, pineapple, orange sherbet swirled together. Fuck you.
Baskin Robbins employee.
It's chocolate cream.
So a bunch of different flavors of fruit. Sometimes like raspberry and orange plus.
Plus more.
So it's a sherbet. So you can,
It's not a sherbet.
it's not a sorbet. It's a sherbet.
You're a sherbet.
What's the fucking difference? What's a sherbet? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
A frozen dessert made with fruit juices added to milk or cream, egg white, or gelatin.
Hey, that's not vegan.
Hey, that's not.
The whole last part of that's pretty fucked up. So, dessert made with fruit juice added to not vegan.
Hold on. Is it added to milk, or cream, or egg white, or gelatin? And
Yeah.
that's a sherbet? What if we did agar?
I don't know.
Fuck. We got a new market here.
Sherbets.
Vegan sherbets.
Vegan sherbets.
Don't give the idea to
It's
people.
okay.
Copyrighted. Boom.
Yeah, we just, that intellectual copyright. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
We already filed paperwork by the
Yeah.
time you listen to this, so
This is,
fuck
this
you.
is pending. And,
Pending trademark.
yeah, fuck you, anarchists, trying to get on our fucking capitalist ideas.
Dicks. Fuck copy lefts.
Anti-copy pasta. Fuck all y'all.
If somebody really does make it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They
I
should-
really would buy
They should
it.
send me some for free.
We gave you the
I
idea.
gave you the idea. Mari's trying to make a point that it's past an hour. And she,
Why? What do you have plans for the rest of the day? What's your plans for the day?
I have to wash my sheets.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't want to know why. No, literally, I don't. So don't tell me.
There's no reason.
Shut your mouth.
Because it's been past 8 months.
That is disgusting. I said I didn't want to know why. What other plans do you guys have?
Ian?
Ian, that's tomorrow.
Oh. Then, I don't know.
Bramble is playing a show at Jed's Barbershop tomorrow, which would be today.
Oh yeah, we're actually this isn't a week away. We're posting this one right away, aren't we?
On this one. So if you are in Salt Lake and want to see a concert, it's free.
That's...
Bramble is the acoustic band that almost got signed, but that's what caused them to break up.
Is that... you're fucking... What's his name?
Ian.
Is it Ian? Not Ian.
It's not Robin's.
Oh, I was going to say, is it Robin's band?
No.
Okay.
That was...
couldn't remember Robin's name.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, it's Ian's project with... Well, Ian joined the project later, but...
So what is he playing in this project?
Bass, I think.
So not the accordion?
No.
Fucking hipster.
They're busking at Sundance, making a bunch of money.
That's it. We should do that today.
Go to Sundance?
Mm-hmm.
They're driving buses?
Are they what?
You say they're driving buses?
They're busking.
Oh, busking. Sorry.
Yeah.
I heard bussing.
Yeah, busking.
I still don't know the term. I'm an idiot.
They are collecting money by playing music.
I figured that's what it was. Yeah.
From people. Instead of getting handouts, they're doing something for their money.
Ah. So if I go there and act like a robot man...
Yeah, you could get some money.
No,
See, like... No offense to people who are spanging and stuff, but like
Are what?
Spanging, spare changing.
Jesus fuck, I don't know any of this lingo.
Really? Yeah, you do. You're just...
I really don't know this lingo.
Okay, spanging, that's where you're asking someone for spare change.
I have never asked for spare change for anything.
Okay, so, anyway, if you're asking for spare change and your sign says, "Help me, I'm dying," I'm not going to give you money. But if your sign says, "I need money to help rebuild my robot," I'll give you money to help rebuild your robot.
Well, he's fucking got a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta help him.
I don't care if you're...
That's the origins of Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're juggling, fuck, I'll give you some money. But if you're just like, "Help me, I'm poor," I don't care. You're homeless.
Jordan.
I'm just kidding. No. I'm totally fucking around. But no, but for real, like I tend to only give, because Salt Lake, let's clarify, is like really bad about scam artists, because we're so gullible here that
What is that?
I don't know. There's some people singing. Your daughter was one of them.
Yeah.
But they there's lots of scams here, and so people will like ask for change, and then they'll walk and get into their SUVs, because you can get more money changing than you could working a full-time job. So you know about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tend to, even if like the person probably is rich, maybe less so in that circumstance. If I find the sign comical, I tend to give more money than if it's just a generic "God bless" sign.
Me too.
Yeah.
The ones I hate, I don't know, maybe I'm a dick. The ones I hate, I'm like, disabled vet, need help. Go to the fucking VA.
I talked to a VA one time. He was spinging outside of Blockbuster when I was working at Blockbuster, and so a customer came in and is like, "There's somebody spanging outside."
Yeah.
So I went out there to talk to him, because company policy said you couldn't.
Yeah.
And I don't want to call the cops ever.
Yeah,
So
because you work for the fucking man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go enforce the man law.
I work for a man now, but I don't.
He probably has just as strict of laws. I guarantee you, if someone was asking for spare change in front of the studio, he'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, he probably.
But he'd probably say, "Give him 100, just get him out of here."
Just get out.
Just go.
So I went and talked to the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll leave, but that lady, the one that told me that he was out there, promised him money." And he's like, "I'm not going to leave until that lady comes out with the money she promised me." And I'm like, "Yeah, she promised you money. Fuck it." Because who does that? Who promises somebody money, then goes in and tells the employees, "There's somebody outside. I want him to leave." So I talked to him for a while, and he's talking about how the VA doesn't allow your partners to come if you're not married. and their children. So basically, he had a girlfriend with children, and they were all kind of homeless, and they'd allow him to get help, but they wouldn't allow the
spare change enough money to go get married.
To go get a hotel is what they were trying to do because it was cold out. And so I'm like, yeah, I don't really give a shit. So I go back in and the lady's like, is he gone? And I said, no, he's not going to leave until you give him the money you promised. She's like, what? And I'm like, you promised him money, so he's not going to leave. We'll call the cops. No, I'm not calling the cops. It's pretty
This is why you don't work there anymore.
Yeah. No, that's not why. I went to prison. That's why.
That's why.
And Blockbuster's a failing company, and I probably wouldn't work there anymore anyway.
Touche.
I wanted to ride this shit, though.
I was thinking the other day, we should have, like, a sign-off that we say.
A sign-off?
Yeah, you know, like, people have, like, weird sign-offs at the end of things. You know? Like...
Hasta la vista.
Like in Anchorman, he's like, you stay classy, San Diego. Right?
Yeah.
I was reading to, like, famous, like, sign-offs. They're so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do one then.
I know. We'll have to figure one out.
Stay Mormon, Salt Lake.
Stay Mormon, Salt Lake.
Stay glitzy. If you could hide to Kolob.
But I don't know.
So say we all. That's what I'll go with. So say we all.
There's this one old famous one. I'm gonna probably say it wrong. It's like, hope that keeps the whiners happy for one more fucking day. Yeah. So what
Milk was a bad choice.
What was that?
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was a bad choice.
Milk was when he was drinking the milk going down the street in the summer. Anchorman.
Oh, yeah. Milk was a bad choice.
Peace.
The Nerdist, they do enjoy your burrito, and they turned it into this thing where, like, well, you know, it's all about enjoying life and just, you know, doing what you have where you can. And it started out because they were fucking eating burritos on one of their shows, and like, hey man, enjoy your burrito. I'm like, we gotta go. And that's how it fucking started. Like, it wasn't like this deep thing.
Yeah. Sweet.
But they ended with enjoy your burrito.
That's a good one.
We need something like that.
Enjoy your tea.
Just kidding. I have been drinking a chai tea this whole time.
I've been drinking a green tea, so.
You have a ginger peach green tea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it good? You like it?
It's a little tart.
Yeah, it is. The tea I usually drink when I'm a little sick.
I like tart things though, but I like hibiscus tart.
Yeah, I like hibiscus.
Mari's saying cut off.
Cut it! I like the sign she used for cut. Cut it!
Cut off, guys. Shut the fuck up. Alright. You didn't stop it.
That is funny. It did.
Don't scab for the bosses. Don't listen to their lies. Us poor folks have got it sad.